And we now talk to Manila Water spokesperson Jeric Sevilla. Good morning, sir. Thanks for taking our call.
Good morning, Ria. Good morning, everyone.
Sir, nga ulit ho yung areas na sakop ng water service interruptions nyo?
This is Manila Water, no? So ang areas na cover namin ay Marikina, Pasig, Mandaluyong, San Juan, Makati, Taguig, Pateros, portions of Quezon City. Meron kaming dalawa na siniservisyohan sa Manila, Santa Ana, and San Andres districts, as well as the several towns of Rizal Province.
All right. So does this mean that all areas serviced by Manila Water will experience service interruptions?
Yes, this is part of the rotational interruption. The schedules of the particular barangays under the East Concession of Manila Water have already been posted in our social media platforms, as well as our customers can call 1627 in case they don't have access online.
Okay, sir, is there a standard time for the cutting of water service, and is this schedule going to be strictly followed?
The schedule of interruption, the times vary. The times vary depending on the location of the residents. No, may mga lugar na medyo mas matataas or mas malalayo, so it takes time for pressure to build up and for water to reach them. No, so nagba-vary yung oras. No, yung interruptions natin as well, we have already experienced this last summer, so as much as we can, no? So we try to ensure that the published schedules will actually be followed, taking into account the location and the elevation of the houses.
All right. Water concessionaires still have a limited water supply because of the low water level in Angat Dam. But until when can customers expect that they're going to experience these interruptions?
Well, to be honest, that would be until the levels of the dam, especially Angat Dam, normalizes. No, as we speak, the level is about 185.66. No, it continues to go down by about 30 to 40 centimeters per day because there are not sufficient rains really to refill the dams. No, the rains during the monsoon were able to help increase the level because if you recall, Angat Dam fell below 160 this summer. So the rains were able to put in water to the dams, but it only reached until about 192 sometime last week of September, and it begins to go down again. No? So we felt in coordination with the NWSS, the National Water Resources Board, and PAG-ASA that because there might not be sufficient rains for the dam for Angat to reach 212 meters, which is the ideal year-end level of Angat. It would be prudent to already start daily rotational interruptions. But at least for Manila Water, the interruptions happen during the nighttime. So there's sufficient water, there's ample water during the daytime wherein they can store just enough water for their needs during the interruption.
All right, sir, can we get your reaction to Senator Bongo's statement not to pass any burden to the public?
We are very much dependent on what is available in terms of the supply. And for Manila Water, we are also looking for additional sources, at least interim sources, before the government projects come in. No? Like, for example, Manila Water has already begun operating our Cardona treatment plant, which can produce about 100 million liters of water per day. The National Water Resources Board has given us permits to be able to operate deep wells and develop new ones, which we have begun since March and April of this year.
All right. So the Cardona plant is fully operational, sir?
It is. No, it is currently producing more than 80 million liters of water per day. And into the coming days, it will be maximized at around 100 million liters per day.
Okay, you said, those are basically the short-term plans. Ano po yung mga long-term plans nyo in order to increase supply for Metro Manila?
Well, the government is working on the Kaliwa Dam project. Manila Water, in coordination with the government, is working on we call it Wawa Kalawis in Antipolo. This is a project which will give us about 80 million liters of water per day, and also East Bay project, which is going to draw water from the eastern part of Laguna Lake. These are already in the works. We're working on the clearances and the permits, and it should be operational by early 2022.
All right. And lastly, sir, Senator Bongo says he does not believe that there is a water shortage. Is there a water shortage? Yes or no?
There is no water shortage. No. We don't want people to panic. What we're doing are really precautionary measures in terms of preparing for summer, where rains we don't really expect rains. No, so the management of supply is actually on two fronts. No, so we're trying to manage the supply from the supply side. No, but there's also a factor which is demand management. This is from the customer side. So we just want that everybody cooperates. Both the national government, the concessionaires, as well as the consumers, to be able to stretch the still limited supply of water coming from Angat.
All right. Thank you very much for that. We do appreciate your time. Manila Water spokesperson Jeric Sevilla.